He is a fantastic technologist.
He is always interested in developing India and
someone who has a great vision,
a great motivator,
very passionate about what he does.
He was very honest, very straightforward,
socially very committed.
These are similar expressions put together complete the intriguing jigsaw called Dr. Ashok Jhunjhunwala, Professor and Head, Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Madras.
I met him first in an environmental group meeting. The first impression was anyway that he's very simple life he's leading. That's what struck me the first day itself. Slowly I started to know him better. Then I started thinking, oh, maybe we should get married or something, but it was very difficult. You can't just go and ask somebody. So I just kept quiet, thinking, okay, what does he think? How will I know what does he think? Then one day I just called him home and then proposed to him, saying that, what do you think?
Ashok and Bhavani married to become one of the most delightfully unassuming and much loved couple amongst family and friends.
Actually, when I'm in trouble, some of the people I can think of is his wife and him.
The rest is history. Born in 1953 to Marwari parents settled in Kolkata, little Ashok had long made up his mind to become an engineer.
One of my uncle was an engineer from IIT Kharagpur. Looking at him, I sort of decided that I would like to be an engineer. Going to IIT was a kind of more of an accident. I wrote IIT exams, I wrote one or two other exams, and somebody told me that IIT is good, and I went there. I never knew what electrical engineering was. One of my cousins told me that electrical engineering is a new field, and I decided to join there.
I have known Ashok for a fairly long time. We were together at IIT Kanpur. He was always a topper in IIT Kanpur. And all along his career, he's had a great academic record.
My days at IIT Kanpur was indeed tremendous learning experience. First of all, it created confidence in myself. Number two, my whole outlook broadened from my family probably to nation.
Dr. Jhunjhunwala went to United States in 1977, where he completed his MS and doctorate. But his mental grooming at home and in IIT brought him back to work in India.
You know, his coming back to India was not simply coming back, but he had a certain commitment that yes, he would like to do something by which the people of India can be empowered. Ashok did play a significant role in my coming back in '87. Okay, and again the similar thing, coming back not just to test the waters here, but coming back for good.
Dr. Jhunjhunwala joined IIT Madras in 1981, which flagged off a brilliant journey of research and commercial application in the field of high-tech communication systems.
It was quite clear to me that two things I need to try to do. One was to work to support the Indian industry, and number two, to see that our efforts and Indian industry efforts help in some manner serving the society. I started working for industry and found initially the situation with industry to be very dismal. Industry was basically importing every single system. We started building all kinds of systems, small work for industry to begin with, learned the hard way that whatever you build in the lab does not necessarily work in the industry. But gradually we started getting to become better on that. And it was very clear that I have to get the young talent and the enthusiasm of young people behind anything. That alone will result into success.
His dream was to empower the remotest corners of rural India with internet connectivity at affordable cost.
Internet is not just a communication means, but we consider it as power. And therefore, if you deny the use of internet to a section of people, you are actually denying power. It enables people in all kinds of ways. We in fact very strongly believe that all villages need to be connected with reasonable rate internet at the earliest possible. We sort of said that when we want to go to the village and provide telephony and internet, if we cannot take it to individual homes, let's kind of take it to a village as a kiosk like a STD-PCO. Except it should provide telephony, it should provide internet, it also should provide a standalone computer because that is anyway going to be there.
He initiated the formation of the TNET group with some faculty members and worked to incubate companies to commercialize the technologies developed in the labs and classrooms at IIT. After assiduous research and presentations to government agencies, TNET succeeded in supplying high-tech telecom systems in India and other developing countries.
We started developing various internet-related stuff, and we started putting together this kiosk with a wireless equipment, personal computer, power backup. Power backup is a major problem in rural areas. A camera, speaker, microphone, a printer, Indian language software, because again, language would be a very major problem. And we put this whole package together at 50,000 rupees. And today we are able to, NLOG is able to set up a kiosk in a village when with a local entrepreneur spending 50,000 rupees. If the 50,000 is local entrepreneur is not willing to spend, maybe some bank loans could be obtained.
We as engineers couldn't see really 1 million lines of our products being developed and all. So when we think back, we really felt like someone who had that kind of vision only can thrive.
Knowing him, I think there are three terrific attributes that he has, which are very rare in a person. To me, these three attributes are: A, he's able to communicate with people, and here I don't mean communication more as an orator, but actually one-on-one as a team, and getting a group together to believe in the cause that he wants to work on. B, a great technologist. And C, which is very rare among academicians, is business acumen. I think he has a nose for it, as to how to go about it. And I think these three qualities is something which is very rare and which takes him far apart from any of the academicians that you would find in, say, not just Indian institutes, I would say, but also institutes across the world.
He is an enigma because of his brilliance and simplicity. Because of his honesty that verges on bluntness, that is actually even becoming.
He didn't like something, he's just on your face, he's just going to tell you, that's it. You take it, feel bad, he is not worried. He's a very nice man, that's all I can say.
Son Siddharth says,
he has played with me a lot and also been strict. My father gets irritated many times when I talk on the phone for a long time.
And we always used to have a lot of people at home to eat, because cooking was not a problem because Ashok will anyway cook.
I love to invite friends and students over, cook for them, sit with them, eat, have fun. I don't get to read many books nowadays, but if I do get an opportunity, I like fiction. I love films, Hindi films and even some Tamil films, especially the comedy films. I remember Chupke Chupke, Chalti Ka Naam Gaadi. I can see it many times, and of course all the Shammi Kapoor movies.
several of India's best brains today have chosen to anchor and thrive in the Indian soil only because of an inspiration called Dr. Ashok Jhunjhunwala. To this young leader, teacher and technocrat, we wish even more glorious success stories in the years to come.